Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of What the Factorio! We are trying to get some silicon processing going, and we sort of have some of this hydro processing done. I moved things over after the last episode because it wasn't, quite scalable enough. It still feels like the... Oh, wait. Are you... What are you stuck on? Why are you not producing? The wastewater is... Is it not? Oh! Oh, are we not getting rid of our wastewater fast enough? Oh my. Okay. I didn't realize that would be the bottleneck. Well, we'll get a few more clarifiers over here. Let me pull this back and do something kind of like that. And then something like this. Can we fit one of those in? No, we can't. But I do have access to some landfill over here. I mean, that's going to be a lot of landfill. Although, a little landfill goes not very far, actually. Or a lot of landfill doesn't go very far. You will run out of it pretty darn rapidly over here. There we go. I guess I built another one, so sure, we'll get 5. I guess I could look at the rates here. Oh, and I'm out, but I can get you doing like that. Let's go and get some more medium poles. Right over here. You know, rather than trying to remember where these are, let's say power poles. Thank you. So now it looks like, yeah, it looks like they're draining more than fast enough now. So you are indeed working. And over here now, I think that now that this is draining fully, I don't think we're making quite enough purified water yet. I haven't actually checked the rates. So this needs, each one of these needs 25 per second. Yeah, I think we'll see some red dots show up over here from a lack of purified water, but we can scale that up after. Okay, so we've got the bobonium chunks now. We're taking out the geodes, which don't seem to spawn very often. I think it's 5% chance per production cycle or something. I think, was it saying? Is that what it's saying? 5%, yeah, 5.0. And then over here, we're taking the chunks going through there. We don't have quite enough chunks to fully saturate all these, so we could scale that up later, but for now, that's okay. We're not fully saturating our output over here. You know what? That's fine. And we can scale things up, but we've got some processes going. So we've got our goods and various things, including, finally, our silicon ore. So for our wafers, we need to go and smelt down the silicon ore. We can get ingots a few different ways, actually. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Some silicon ingots plus a gas equals more silicon ingots. And I don't have this yet. Presumably we'll want to do this at some point. But for now, regardless, we need to produce ingots even before we can take this gas multiplication thing. So we need our blast furnaces. I may not have any on me, but we are crafting those. Blast. No. Shoot, and what do they look like? These orange things with a little pipe on top. Right here. Bam. Many blast furnaces. Let's actually go and just go and termite them down. I do have to, like, untag them for deconstruction, or the termites won't actually do them. So the question is, though, do we want to do the silicon blast furnacing here, or do we want to move that somewhere else? We might even actually want to put it on a train, just because I don't know what our space situation is going to be like over here. I kind of feel like we can just maybe do it in place here. Might run out of room, like, and we'll have to do other things later on. Like, I don't know, all this, like, hydroplant stuff. I mean, I guess it's all bobonium washing. You know what? Screw it. I will do the silicon melting down over here. So, our blast furnaces, which I do have on me now, somewhere. Okay, a couple of stacks of them. I'm going to go right up to the rail over here. Okay, something like that. And you're making silicon ingots. And then they'll have to be smelted down through what? The induction furnaces? Now you produce a lot of them. You're producing 6 per second. Oh, you do need carbon. Right. Now, carbon... Is that the thing we get through liquefaction? I think it might be. I don't think we're making any carbon here. I don't remember. We're making coke. Hold on. We may actually already have some carbon. Now, that doesn't mean we can necessarily borrow from that production line, because it might not be close enough. No, you're making coke. That's coke is what that is. I think this is carbon, though, through the twin liquefiers. Hang on. Let's go see here. It's not in the world's most convenient location for us to do anything with it, but it at least confirm the process, which is not that difficult, assuming we can get coal here. But yeah, that I'm pretty sure. Boop. Oh, it doesn't tell you what you pick up. Yeah, carbon. So, do we get carbon on a train? We've got coal here. We could actually just make some in place. Landfill. Oh, it's not much, but... Kind of feels like what we need to do is get ourselves set up to run some rail, like a T-junction over here. What's getting blown up here? Oh, that's actually quite... Where are these things coming from? Okay, could be quite a few different groups of stuff. Do I have a bunch of guns kicking around here? Hold on. I do. I've got some bullets, which I guess we'll have to do. We don't actually have radar coverage over there. Doesn't mean I can't still plop down the guns, though. Die. Die. And yeah, I'm definitely going to leave these guns out here, because I think we're getting some respawns. So leaving them out is going to be good, just to give us a little bit more space. All my guns get blown up here? No, just some. Okay, so that should be good. We'll still get some little pop-ups and annoyances, and that's a lot of guns I could come over here and pick up. Where is that? I'm not there right now. I don't know what I want to do to get the carbon there. I should probably just make the carbon in place, but then this is going to generate pollution and be a pain in the ass. Okay, you know what? It's not that far. I'm just going to put it on a belt. What's a little bit more spaghetti? Huh? Exactly. Leave a little gap that way. And try to actually draw a straight line, which, again, is one of the hardest things for me to do in Factorio. Am I comfortable with this spot here? No, I'd actually want to go below this. Whee! I don't know if I've got a lot of these belts, or if I was full for things before. Alright, this is working okay. We can, in fact, jump under this whole monstrosity of a balancer. And end up vaguely close. So we're going to have carbon over here. Alright. So y'all... You need fuel? I guess you can use carbon as a fuel, I think. And so you're going to do that. 2, 2, and like that. Okay. Good. Now, we'll probably want to, do something more significant with this later on, but this will do for now. It's not 100% saturation, but it's pretty close. So you need to grab... 6 per second. So 3 blues per should do it, right? I know there's overlap, but that's okay. Now you also need fuel, which has to be carbon for this. Okay. Right, because this is different from some of the other processing. This is, yeah. But that's where we want to be. So, how often do you have to swing for the carbon? You actually have to swing slightly more than 1 per second. So we'll probably just have pairs of reds or something. There might not be room for that, actually. We might have to do a stretched blue. I think that's actually it. Now, as long as we don't change the length of the blue during the swing, it'll still swing pretty quickly. So your job is going to be to grab from there and position there. So your constant length. Like that, and then we can copy, paste, 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 and get you some power. Okay. The wafers. All right. Now you have to dump very quickly. I'm gonna do this super lazy, which is more than we need, but that's okay. And we're gonna do this. And do we have an odd or even number of furnaces? We actually have an odd number of furnaces. Let's get another one over here like that. Do this. Do that. And that. And get you some power here. And do this. And that. Okay. And this way what I can do is I can tell you to offset this way. There you go. 4 furnaces on one side, 4 furnaces on the other. Bam. Ingots. Not wafers. I was saying wafers before. But ingots. So, and I don't know how much new room I need to let for growth and things. I don't know how much silicon we need in the long run. None of those things. Are these just... no, that's actually a significant... like an attacker should care about. Guns. Bullets. There. Just drop a ton of guns over there. Okay. So... what I'm just going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and stretch this out some amount like that and then run out of transport belts. So I guess that's okay. Boom. So now I'm assuming we need induction furnaces. I'm also assuming that my inventory is way too goddamn full. There we go. So I got a little bit of room. Induction... yeah, I don't have any. No, they're reddish with that sort of circle. I think it'll be near the top. Should just start from the top. I think it's this. Excellent. So we're going to even leave enough room for some stuff over here. But otherwise, I'm once again going to start basically on the edge here. With an even amount, I guess, for now. We'll get you to face. Is there room there? Actually, don't know. Nice job. Straight lines. Bane of my existence. What? How did my inventory suddenly fill up? I guess we're just swapping. Okay, that's fine. Something like that. And then I have to give you an actual recipe that looks like molten silicon. Okay. That's just random guns there. Sorry for the burp 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 sounds, but how quickly can you bring these in? You need to be fed 12, so 3 per second. So to me that just says 2 blues. Plus or minus based on like stacking bonus shit, but my inventory is too full. Can I? Thank you. Dump you. Dump you. Okay. So yeah, I'm leaving an excess amount of room because I don't know the ratios. And I'm trying to avoid painting myself into a corner. Better to overdo it than underdo it. Let's get some blue inserters. Boop. And wow. Da, 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 da. And empower you. Well, in a moment. Like so. Apparently I'm only getting one side by doing this. Here, we'll do this. It'll help create a bit more of a networked redundancy for power. Okay. Looks to me like this is going to be the bottleneck over here. But we've got plenty of room for more. Although, what we don't really have, unless we go up to blue belts, is more actual throughput capacity here. I need to toss some stuff into something. I got a bin over here somewhere. There you go. Because I want to pick up the loose ingots. Thank you. Because I can just dump those at least in there. All right. So you have your liquid stuff. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way over here to give us room to expand this production if we can. Now we need casting, which I thought I had on me. No, we still got the strand casters. I'm assuming I need to cast this to get into silicon plates. Molten goes there. Casting machine, which has the little bowl on the bottom left, which is here. Okay. Casting machines. Oh yeah, this has got the weird inputs. And I think you need a lot more of these. I don't want any trees, so just go and termite this, please and thank you. I suspect it'll need a second dose on some of them. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Go back over here. So you need to be told that you're making silicon plates. Thank you. The blinking is very annoying, though. And you just need the molten stuff. So if we just went and did this and then ran out of pipe. I don't have pipes actually labeled on my map, but they are. That's not that one. Oh, right here. Pipes. It is full, but what don't I need? Freaking furnaces. Thank you. So now give me pipes. Okay. I think I dismantled some area, which is why I've got all those furnaces. So you're gonna come that way. And like that. Okay. So now, in theory, if you had power, just gonna do this, you would be happily making me, at a rate of 1 per second, some silicon plates. And yeah, I think you end up with a lot of these casting ones. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and do something like this. 1 per second, right? So, you know what, let me move this over and say this and that. It's actually a little hard to see the pattern on these for some reason when they're scrooshed together like that, but there we go. That should be outputting everything. And yeah, we'll need to expand this, and actually I could do it now. And the casting ones were right at the end here. Let's grab a bunch more of those. I'm not even convinced that, like, I think we need more on both sides than just this, but this will be a start anyway. I suppose I could have just blueprinted this. I still can, I guess. Clear you, grab you, do this, thump, rotate you around, get you to, yeah, sure, face is going to be okay. Run down the list, and copy your production, and pipes. suppose I could just run it around the end here. Assuming we're not getting a throughput limitation on the pipes, which is unlikely to be the cause of any of our issues here. Yeah, you're going to do that. We can always connect it on the other end, too. Okay. Now, we can make the actual wafers, which are made in any kind of factory whatsoever. I'm wondering... Now, I think... Did someone say something like I could right-click on this? There we go. Okay, so if I right-click on this, it'll show me the usage for these things. I can make powdered silicon, or I can make silicon wafers. So it doesn't look like this gets used for very much directly, the silicon plates. So I think it's perfectly fine for me to go ahead and make the wafers in place here, as opposed to bussing the silicon plates, for example. So that sounds good to me. So we're going to do the same sort of thing over here. We're just sort of extended out here, giving us lots of room for expansion. And what we'll probably do is put the wafers on a train. That's the idea. So we know we're going to need some trains over here. Let's go ahead and termite all this stuff. We might run out of termites. But I think we'll mostly be okay. So we could have one T-junction serving a couple of different train stations. There's a few different ways I could do this. And then later I'm hoping that there's some sort of logistics solution to some of this. Maybe not as much on the pickup, but at least the delivery should. And once again, we're full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just going to go and dump. There you go. Thank you, chest. Boop. And we'll dump some extra wood, some stone, crushed stone and things. This is okay. Some of that. I got way too many of these yellow inserters. Okay, we'll just go with this for now. Yeah, probably getting on a train is good. So I should probably plop down the train station first. So I'm gonna grab this unnamed thing here. But see, there's this loader as well. Well, we can route this somewhere else. Hell, honestly, this is close enough to where we use this material. We don't need to put this on a train. That's actually, I think, exactly how we're going to work this. That, I think, might lead to bad behavior. I'm just going to do this. Although I will cancel this bit, because instead we're going to grab the loader version. I think that was set up for an unloader. Now, there's a very, very, very good chance that this might be way too many silicon wafers. We actually might want to just make a smaller train. Like, we might want to be set up for a bunch of stuff here. I guess we'd have to worry about some of the train logic and different things as well. But I'm thinking, like, maybe just a one-car train is going to be more than enough. Leave the room in there for a four-car train. Like, set up everything as if it were a four-car train. But maybe what'll happen is we'll only set up a train with one car, or I don't know, something. Or put a time limit in there instead. I don't know how many silicon wafers we need and how many trips we're going to need. Okay, that got finished off. Good, 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 good. You need some more red belts. Thank you. And these are going to be blues instead of greens. All this so we can get the next level of electronics. I gotta say, people said it's going to be satisfying when you know, get this stuff done. And I think that's very much going to be true. But man, oh man. Is there a lot of work to do. On the other hand, there's a lot to do with. Like, it's not like, you know, in Factorio, if we hadn't unlocked, like, the blue science at this point, we'd run out of interesting things to do. Here, we still have way more stuff that we need to touch on the current tier of science. There we go. So you can do that. I have a locomotive, and I have... So I'll put a single car on there now. That's going to be okay. Cancel. No, what? My inventory's full with what? Because I just picked up some goddamn wood or something? There we go. Get rid of you. And you, I have... Oh, the wood for my trash I can put in here, actually. Excellent. Something like that. We got some geodes and stuff over here that we can't pick up. Okay, so this stop is going to be called Silicon Wafer Pickup. And I'll call it Pickup 1, but that'll probably be the only one. Now, silicon wafer, not silicon whatever this thing is. So we still need to make the wafers. I think I'm actually going to make them over here. Now, they can be made in a blue. Yeah, I'm going to get this to, like, come down to something like this and then loop around. We might change the way this works later on, but I'm just going to do this for now. Maybe that's not particularly good for spacing and future-proofing, but screw it. Man, straight lines. And we're going to get a bunch of these. Like that, and you are making wafers. We'll double check the rates. What's getting blown up? Anything we care about? More of these guns. You know, we have to... See, this base is respawning now. Some bitch. That's what I get for not leaving this stuff behind. Well, lesson learned. Lesson very much learned. Oh. Yeah, we got little patches that are just starting to respawn here. Okay. Huh. How many guns do I have on me? Only 3, so yeah. If we can find any more singletons. We're okay over here. Well... Oh, that might just be a rally point. That might not have actually been a base. Anyway, that's okay. Right, so what is your rate? You pick up 1 every 5 seconds. You drop off at slightly greater than 1 per second. Okay, so... Oh, man, we're going to make, like, a billion wafers here. A million billion wafers out of the material we've got. So we need to dump with blues. And we might need to alternate their sides. I suspect we will. Let's go and set up a couple of belt compressors. Like that. Let's get you powered up. Come on. Okay. And see, electricity's fine now. I don't know. Some of these numbers just... It's clearly something I've sort of goofed up. So what we're going to do is Control E here. You're going to offset on that side. So every other pair will go on the inside. So at least we're lane balanced here. We're just going to do this. We're ready. We've got the room for other things, but for now, boom. And production cycle. It actually looks like I didn't do the counts. But we are actually pretty close to like a kind of an ideal saturation stuff over here, weirdly enough. But what we probably want to do is, because obviously this can scale up very easily, the inputs are fine. Let's go and grab a blueprint. We're going to grab all of this over here. Rotate. Sorry, don't rotate. Because we've already are saturating Well, are we or aren't we? It's a little bit bursty. No, I'm just going to do this. It's going to be fine. I'm going to grab you and just route you around this way. Because, yeah, we have more than enough inputs to do this. And do. And then otherwise... bunch of that. Yeah, I might have screwed up some of the balance in here somewhere, but overall we'll be okay. And I'm just going to switch this around slightly so that we do this. And then you come in this way and that way, and you go there, and you go underground. And there we go. So we're producing and loading twice as fast. Okay, things are getting blown up over there, but that's okay. All right, so you will be loaded soon. You've got this. So what we need is we need a silicon wafer drop-off, which would probably do something here. And again, if there's anything that's going to be sort of like a generic drop-off that maybe goes through filter points, it might be something like this. I don't know. But we're going to start moving. And, oops, no, wrong way. My bad. I got my right and left mixed up here because it was upside down. There we go. So go this way. And yeah, it might be... we might do a generic drop-off. I don't know. And whoa. Excellent. Okay. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to back this up a little bit more. It's right around here. Thank you. We can do a little repairing. And let's pop this stuff off here. Clearly, we're going to have to do something about that. And then we can go into our rail, and we can grab this car, this pattern here, although... yeah, this is an unload. I don't know if it's using the right kind of inserters. Well, my pattern with my my RoboPorts is screwy, but that's okay. Here, we'll do this. We'll end up with a few redundant parts, but that's fine. Hopefully I've got everything I need to finish this up. And yeah, we'll get power. There we go. So you should be back on again. Looks like I need more chests. Although I've been dumping the material so much that I don't have it, but that's okay. I don't think we're automatically building any wooden chests, but we are automatically building steel chests, and we might just do something about that. So I'm just going to call this the silicon wafer drop-off for now. Silicon wafer drop-off, but that might not be what it is long-term. So if I tell you to go to silicon wafer pickup until you're full, then go to silicon wafer drop-off until you're empty, and right now go to the drop-off, you will in fact do that. Excellent. Now I need some more blue inserters to finish this. Blue, like that. And we do have chest production right over here. So I can just use some steel chests here. Even if we're not using absolutely everything at this time. All right. Wafers. So, actually, an interesting question is are the silicon wafers used directly for anything? Yes, actually. For 7 different things, including big solar panels and stuff, so it definitely makes sense to bust them. All right. That's good to know. Let's clear blueprint, grab you, do something like this. Bam. And say something like, hey, we would like more buses, more bus lanes. Because I think we're already set up for something like this. Yeah, it's right over there. I think that's plastic that might be going backwards at some point. We're sort of set up for that. How's my inventory space? Okay, I've got some. And we've got our belts over here. Thank you. Oh, what I don't have are butts, which are right over here. All right, well, we'll clearly have to put a cut in here, but the idea will be next episode. I think we're still missing... I can't remember if we're still missing something to make the transistors. But we have the silicon wafers. We figured out, like, hydro refining to a certain extent. Probably what we actually have to do is hydro refine more things for more efficiency and more material. But I may not stress about the, like, efficiency of materials quite yet, as much as, okay, we need a material we don't have yet. Let's go and do some sort of hydro refining to do that, and then feed, you know, some of that stuff back into the network. Oh yeah, this top one flows backwards, which is probably fine, actually. We can always swap these around if we need to. And there's a couple of these. I don't know if they're used at all, I just realized. The middle two over here. Oh, that's right. Circuits, there's going to be another line of circuits over there. So that's okay. But let's get the silicon wafers on the bottommost one of these. I think that's going to be fine. Right over there. Yeah, we're good. We should have plenty of reds as well. Left, maybe? Nope. Apparently not. Boom. Okay, well, tell you what. Let me put a cut in here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hook up the train station to dump our wafers onto the bus. And then we'll work on the next level electronics some more next time. Thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for all the helpful comments. And I will see you guys next time.